At the beginning of this part, we see that Jin-hyuk is injured, and he looks around. His master and Alice both are dead. He says, "Master, Alice, is no one alive? This damn tower of trials. Do I have to lose everyone around me in order to make two to the top?" After that, we see that Gaguma is licking Jin-hyuk's face. Jin-hyuk wakes up. Alice and his other friends are really happy to see him wake up. Lee says, "You were passed out for a whole week because you overused your mana pass. Why did you use your mana up like that? I was worried that you might not wake up. Do you how hard Alice had it nursing you this entire time?" Jin-hyuk smiles and says, "Thank you, everyone." After that, we see everyone is the graves of the hunters who passed away while fighting the monster outbreak. Jin-hyuk thinks, on a snowy winter morning, the Awakened Association held a funeral for all those who were killed in the biggest outbreak on Earth. Countless people crowded the area in order to take a look at the rankers from all over the world who gathered to attend the funeral. Because of all the preparations beforehand, only a few were killed. Most of the people who passed away were players who had volunteered to help. President of the Hunter Association gives a speech. He says, "Thanks to the sacrifice of the 121 players, we were able to protect our home from the invasion. The Awakened Association and all those here will remember their sacrifice." After that, we see a lot of people are surprised. On this day, humanity realized that there were residents of the tower who were willing to protect the world of humans. Trolls and the giants and 5-floor boss are all standing on the stage. Calical says, "I am the chief of the Frostblade tribe. I am a resistant of Tower of Trials who used to consider all of you my enemies. However, I got to know a human. He protected us from our oppressors. I realized then that we need not make enemies out of humans. The day we rose up against our oppressors, I met a human named Jang Yunseok in my hometown. That human did not know what path in life he should walk, but we simply depended on each other, fighting the endless horde of enemies in glory. That is when I realized that we can be friends with human. Rest easy, comrade." After that, all the report starts to take pictures. Teresa thinks, today became the turning point in which the world was divided into two. Those who were even more afraid of the residents of the tower, and those who considered their presence as an opportunity. I am worried what effect this change might have on the fate of humanity, but I will pray that the light will guide our path. Jin-hyuk is standing right beside here. He says, "Well done fending off the outbreak while I was gone." She says, "I just did what I had to." She thinks, "I wanted to meet him again as a new me. We just ended up meeting each other without me showing him anything." Jin-hyuk says, "You were pretty cool. The new you. I mean, I saw you healing me. You must have trained really hard. Thank you for not giving up, Teresa." Black Teresa in her head says, "Well, it looks like it wasn't for nothing then." Everyone is talking about if friendly residents, a trap, or an opportunity. Jin-hyuk is reading the comments and thinks, this incident. It's safe to say that we were able to get through it thanks to Yon. If it was something that happened within Tower of Trials, I could have easily found a solution. But I can't control things that happen outside the tower. The intervention of Yon. Does he mean to tell me that he is willing to help with threats outside the tower? President come in front of Jin-hyuk and asks, "Are you free now?" Jin-hyuk says, "Sorry, keep talking, Association President." President says, "You used Takashi to manipulate the media and called over the Tower of Residence here. I am very grateful about that, but why are those giant gates? No disappearing? I thought the outbreak was over." Jin-hyuk says, "What we fought off wasn't the creature of ancient times, but rather a squad that it sent." President asks, "What do you mean?" Jin-hyuk tells him, "The creature of the 50th floor starts of invasion by creating chaos in the territory of the enemy with a squad first. Is what a person FO the tower told me." President asks, "But they were so strong. Does that mean that?" Jin-hyuk says, "Yes, the invasion is not over yet." President says, "Then the way to close the gate is." Jin-hyuk says, "I have to look for it. There are always solutions to everything." After that, we see at Yu Chien-young's mansion. Jin-hyuk is really happy to see something. Chien-young says, "It'll be really hard to find another place like this. This is the secret weapon my grandfather used every time he needed to treat the aftereffects of overusing mana. A fusion of modern industrialization and the tower. The world's first everyman a hot springs. Someone stands up and says, "It's nice to see you again." It's his master demonic emperor.